Welcome to the IGCSE June 24 question 23 from paper 1 walkthrough. Hopefully you've had a go at the question before you look at this. You're trying to figure out where you've dropped your marks. You're learning how to do it better. After you've done it on this video, you'll find that there's a second question you can go and have a go on. Right, so this question, it talks about the volume of the shape being that, and you're asked to find the total surface area of the hemisphere. So first of all, we're going to need to work out what x is, because that will give us our radiuses. So what we do know is volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r squared h. In our question, h is 6h, the cone's radius is 5. So that equals 1/3 times by pi times by 5 squared times by 6 times by x cubed, because you're taking them out of that, which gives you 50 pi x cubed. So that is the volume cone. Okay, then we've got the hemisphere. A hemisphere, well, a sphere is 4 pi r cubed over 3. So a hemisphere, because it's half it, becomes 2 over 3 pi r cubed. Our r in our question is 2. So that's going to become 2 over 3 times by pi times by 8x cubed, which is going to give me 16 over 3 pi x cubed. Right, we know that the volume of the cone then, the volume of the shape, equals 50 pi x squared, take away the 16 over 3 pi x squared, which gives you 134 over 3 pi x, that should have been an x cubed, sorry I didn't write it down properly, x cubed. Now we know that this equals, from the question, what do we know that it equals? 6948. So 134 pi over 3 equals 6948. Don't forget the x cubed. So our our pi's will cancel. So x will equal, x cubed, sorry, will equal 20844 divided by 134. So x, put that all into our calculator, cube root it, gives me 155.55224. So that's x cubed. So x equals 5.37839. Right, our radius of our hemisphere was 2x. So 2x equals 10.75678. So the surface area of the hemisphere, which the question is, well, that's the surface area of a sphere divided by 2, because it's half a sphere, plus the area of the circle, which is on that hemisphere, which gives me 3 pi r squared. Put our r in, that will give us 10. Should have written that r in for my working. Gives me 0.52, and that asks us to one significant figure. So to one significant figure, that is that. And what was our units? Just to put our units in, it's centimetres. So that's centimetres squared. Right, that's my go. Right, let's turn it over. Right, thinking about it, your go. Have a look, have a stare, press pause if you want to. Right, what was the first thing I did? First thing I did was work out the volume of the cone. So my cone equals third pi r squared h, which you should have got to be. Right, that's the cone. What do you also need to work out? The volume of the hemisphere. Why do I need to divide it by 2? Because it's a hemisphere, not a sphere. What was r? So if we put that in, that should give us, let's write it down, putting in, get that mark. That gives us that. So what is the volume that we're left over? 48 pi x cubed, take 18 pi x cubed, which gives me 30 pi x cubed. So we know from the question, what did the volume equal? Let's look back at the question. Volume equaled 3,750. So 30 pi x cubed equaled 3,750 pi. The pi's will cancel. So x cubed equals 3750 divided by 30, which gives me x cubed as being 125. X is 5. So I now know what x is. What do I need to do? I need to use the x to find what? Well, the radius of this hemisphere, which is 3x. So my radius is 15 centimeters. So I need to now find the surface area of the sphere, the hemisphere, which is 4 pi r squared divided by 2 plus pi r squared, which is 3 pi r squared. Now, some of you will just be remembering that by now, which is fine, which gives me 3 times by pi times by 15 squared, which gives me in my calculator 2120.575. Brilliant. Now, go and have a go at your questions. From my website, there's 3 more like that. One is a lot harder. Have a go.